Okay, so remember we at first this month name, they were all in their different columns, right? And then we unpivoted other columns and renamed it to month name. So the next thing we are going to do is create a custom column to bring in the date, the actual date. To bring in the date, start of month for each of these data type. Please, let's follow through. Is everybody okay? You are too cold this morning. What? I told you to close and then click on apply later. Where is the file? You did not save. Back to where we started from last week. And I'm sorry, I cannot be going through that process again. No, it's a lot. We could not. When you go back, you watch the video. Okay, okay. The next thing we are going to do now is to add a custom column. Click on add column. Austin, are you okay? Click on custom column. Are we following Mr. Betwell? Lucy? Mr. Uza? Are you following? We are going to name the new column start of month. And we are going to bring in a formula. Date from Are we following my step? Date from bracket open. So because we want to look for the start of date, the start of month, to get that is on the month name column, abi? People should answer me now. We cannot get it from buying groups or target excluding tax. It's obviously from the month name. So we are going to click on your month name and click on insert. And because what we are working on is target 2022, we are calling forth the year 2022. We are trying to get the start of month. First we did was to get the month name in a column. Now we want to bring out the date. Beginning of the month, start of month. Yes. Can we continue? Prosper, are you here? Do you understand how we are getting to this point? Okay. I said what we did last week, the first thing we did was to separate the columns. We put all the month names. They had their different columns. And we unpivoted the columns and put them in one column. Now what we are calling forth is the date, start of month for each of these months. What we want to work with is date, not the month name. So what we are calling forth now is the actual date. Understood? Yes. If you have this, you can click on OK. Should I do it again? I'm taking it off. I'm doing it again. Go to add column, click on custom column. Name it start of month. Date from. Just type date from. It will pop up. You click on it. Click on the month name and click on insert because that's where we want to get the date from. And the year. The file is target for 2022. So we are calling forth 2022. Close your bracket. Those online, I hope you can hear me. Mr. Desmond, I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you've gotten it now. If you are here, you can click on OK. So what we've just done is to get the actual date from the month's name. Chinenye, are you following? Why? Since we've gotten this, we no longer need this, so take it off. Click on it and remove it. Alright, the next thing we are going to do is to move our start of month column to the beginning part of the table. So click on the column, hold left click and drag to the front. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to rename this one house. We are going to rename our value column to target excluding task, because after now we would merge and append. Okay, no, we would append. We would have to append the target for 2022 and the actual target table. And remember what I said about appending. Who can remember? Yes. So we are going to rename our value column to target excluding task. Which one? The start of month. That's moving it to this side. I said click on the column, left click and hold and drag to the front. So please rename your value column to target excluding tax. Have we all done this? Now we are going to our target column, our target data, sorry. On our target for 2022, we're giving month name. But for the actual target, we're not giving the month name, rather we're giving just the year. For target 2022, they gave us the month name, which we unpivoted the columns and put all of them in one column, and then got the date. But for target, they gave us for year and not for the month. So we are going to also bring in a custom column to bring out the month. I say, when we're learning and you have error, you know where to go to fix error. Let me see. Click on it now. Click on source. And go and change your file path. See my own file path. From downloads to the file where I extracted it from, to companion files, to target. That's why I asked, when you first downloaded it and extracted it, where did it go to first? you're supposed to see a exam FPL 300 file. It was inside that file we got it's inside that file we have the companion file. Yes, go and look for it. Okay, wait. If you've changed your source path and you're still having the same thing, on this content, click on it. See this arrow button here? Click on it. Have you clicked on it? That place where you have sample file, click on the arrow down and click on the first file. Is everybody following? Based on entire data set. Then click on OK. Has just popped up. Has your own have changed that? You won't see saying the same thing. Everything that has God, praise the Lord. Cancel the apply steps there. See, it's taking me back. It's taking me back. Has your own changed? George, did your own change? My own has changed though. Which one?
Like the browse, the application.
Because your what most of it did, as you downloaded, you extracted it separately. Me, I did not extract separately, so my file path is still the same from the source. So this is another way to also get it. Madam Lydia, are you here? Okay, oh. Please, oh, one house. Ask your question.
But you cancelled some steps up on
It's you know I told you that when you load some data, Power Query will help you. Over Sabi will help you and carry out steps that you did not send it. So you now those steps you carried out for you, we don't need it, and it was giving us error. So we had to uncheck them to the source so that we will do our work by ourselves. Okay, the data given to us is for year and not for months. We are going to add a custom column to bring in the months. Go to add column, click on custom column. Let's name it months. Go to add column, click on custom column and give it a name, month. Yes. See this bracket. Is it bracket? What's the name of this thing? What's the name of this? Bring parenthesis. Bring in parenthesis. According to Evans. Okay. So because we are telling a Power Query that we want to bring in months from January to December. We don't have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till number 12. So we'll just say 1 and then can you see? If you've done it correctly, this is what you are supposed to have. Yes, sir. On this arrow button, click on it. Hope everybody has added their custom column. If you've added, you will see this thing. If you've added, this is what you will have. Then on the month column, click on this arrow, this east and west arrow. Click on expand to new rows. Question. All these processes that we are doing, what are we actually doing? We want to append targets for 2022 and targets. And remember what I said, in appending, the column headers has to have the same name. So we are working at arranging this data to look like what we have on targets for 2022 before appending the data. Okay, I should say it again. What we want to do, we want to append targets for 2022 and targets. And I said in appending, you have to ensure that the column headers are the same, are bearing the same name, have the same name before you can append. So we want to transform this to look like what we have here before appending.
So if we have the column headers having the same name, what about the content? Does it have to be the same?
The content will be, if we transform everything, the content will be the same. Unlike merging, that you just need a primary key. Your question? Or have I answered it? Ask. Okay, so that formula we did, I said if you click on your target for 2022, initially what we had was January, February to December on different columns, right? We unpivoted and arranged all of them in one column. January to December. Then what we did, we then extracted the actual dates from those months. So I said for us to append, these things have to be the same with this other one. That 1 to 12 we are doing is, we are calling forth the month. The data given to us in targets was for year. Before we did that, before we did this one, okay, no, I've actually not done mine. You are seeing the year. We want to bring out the months so that we can work on getting it to look like what is here to append. Understood?
Yes.
We can go forward.
Yes.
Expand to new rows. Does everybody have this? Okay. Now on the source column, see that the year they were having 2019.csv, and then the data type is on text, but that's not what we want. So click on the source column, go to transform, and click on extract. Is everybody following? The people online, are you people following? Let me go back again. On the source column, what we have there, we have numbers, 2019, and then we have CSV, and the data type is on text. So what we want to do is remove this CSV because we don't need it. So click on the column, go to transform, and click on extract, that drop down button there. So it will ask you the length of what you want to extract. Is it first characters, is it last characters, the range, the text before delimiter, text after delimiter, text between delimiters. What we want to do is to extract first characters. And how many are the characters? We are removing CSV, not 2019. Let's enter the first 4. Change the data type to whole number, because now we have just numbers there. So now we have our year, but remember our goal is to make this data to look like what we have in targets for 2022. And on target for 2022 is the month we have, not the year. So we are going to bring in a custom column. But before we brought out the date, we had the month. So now we want to move this year to month first, before we now bring out the date. The people at the back, Mommy Tehila, are you following? Okay. Go to your add column. Click on custom column and name it start of month. Start of month. Remember that mashup is case sensitive. So whatever you are saving, you know that if it's not the same, you have errors. So look at how you saved your start of month for target for 2022. Let it be the same way with the one you're saving now. Okay. On our formula equal to hashtag. Now what we want to do is bring in the dates directly instead of going through the whole process of bringing in months before. So hashtag date. Click on source name and insert, comma, month, one. What's your question? Why do we have 1? Because our column is named start of month, the beginning of the month. On our other date is start of month now, and it's from the beginning of the month. Start of month, the first date of the month. Yes. Yes. Progress. You want to, from the column where we want to get it, is the source column. So we are saying we want to get dates from source column, from month. Because if I did not add the hashtag, if I did the date from, it will first bring out the months. Then before I will now come and bring in the start of month again. So instead of that, that's how the formula is. You just put in a hashtag to go direct and extract the one you want to extract. Yes. All right. Let me go back again. Custom column. Thank you, Progress. We are naming it start of month. Hashtag. The date in small letters. I still have to give space. Then click on month. Have we all done this? I'm clicking OK. Oh. Can we move forward? Sir? On your, if you look at the column we just created, you see that the data type has mixed data type, text and numbers. So click on it and change it to date. Change the data type to date. All right. If we click on target for 2022, we have start of month, buying group, target excluding tax. On targets, that's what we want to do now. So we are going to remove columns. I've taught you how to remove columns now. Remove the columns that are not on target for 2022. Don't go and remove the column that we need though. Look at the column in targets for 2022 and keep those same columns. I should come back again. The columns we have on targets for 2022, we want to have the same columns on targets. So remove what is not on target for 2022. Have we done that? All right, so looking at our targets, target excluding tax for target is in millions, so but it's not showing. See the one for target for 2022. It's showing in millions. But this one is not showing in millions. So to do that, click on the, to change it to millions, click on the column, go to transform, and go to standard by the left, abi right, under number column. Click on standard, that's arrow button down there. What we want to do is what? We want to multiply. And we are multiplying by what? 1 million. Thank you. Click on multiply. This will pop up. All right, if you've done that, click on OK. Prosper, you've done yours. Good afternoon, everybody. Please, those of you online, please let's listen. I'm hearing complaints that I'm not tending to some persons. Like I ignore some persons in class. I don't know where it's coming from. But I want to apologize. Please, let's listen. I want to apologize. I'm human. I'm not a robot. I cannot answer to everybody at once. I know I try my best to come to everybody's table. Don't I? So maybe I'm ignoring you without knowing that I'm actually ignoring you. I am deeply sorry and I apologize. This goes to those people online too. I hope you can hear me. I will try my best to try to tend to everybody. But one thing we should know is I'm human and I'm not a robot. We are plenty in this class. If I keep answering everybody one after the other, we will spend close to 2 months learning Power BI. And you have Python to learn. You have a project to work on before your graduation. Please, in as much as I will try my best to answer everybody, if you've gotten to the point where I am and your neighbor has not, try to help the person. so that we'll be able to move fast. Thank you. All right, oh, let's continue. This target excluding tax, we multiplied, right? We multiplied by 1 million. But remember that the figure was in year and not for month, right? It was for year and not for month. So now we are going to divide by 12 to get the actual figure for the different months. So just like we did the other time, click on the column, go to standard, click on the column on transform, go to standard. You will see divide. Hope we are following. Oh, Mr. Uza, are you following? Okay. When we first came to targets, the data we're given to us in years, right? And then we tried to extract the month, and then we now multiplied our figure in millions. But the figure we are having now is for the year, not for the month. So we are going to divide to get the actual amount for each of the months. That's each of these months. Where's my cursor? Where is it? Okay. For each of these months. So to do that, click on the column, go to standard, this arrow button down there, you'll see divide. Click on divide. We are dividing it by what? Thank you. We are dividing it by 12. Is everybody here? Click on. Who is not here? Now rename the column. Remove the millions on the column. Okay, let me start again. The figures here is for the year, not in months. So we want to divide it by 12 to get the actual amounts for each of the months there. To do that, the same process we use in multiplying. Go to standard. Please, I hope you are listening. Oh. Go to standard, click on the arrow button down. You will see divide. Mr. Excel, are you with me? Click on divide. And we are dividing it by 12. Then click on OK.
So from the tax excluding tax, first of all, we converted to millions. So the question is, if that particular column is okay, let us say it's already in the yearly figure. That was only to have converted to millions, not only in the yearly figure. I want to change it to months. We don't need to repeat, not need to multiply it by a million. So we just go to divide by 12.
Yes.
Sorry. Initially, before we multiplied by 1 million.
Before we multiplied.
Before we multiplied by 1 million, the value there was 9.
Yes.
So that 9 represents
Is the money, but it's not. Is the figure, but it's not in the standard form. The 9 million. So we are the ones now converting it to be in figure. That was what we did. That's why we went to multiply it by 1 million. They put 9 there. It's 9 million, but it's not standard. Yes. So should we move forward? All right, rename your column. Oh. Clean the millions. Okay, so now we are going to append. But before we do that, let's look at our table in targets for 2022 and look at the one for targets and ensure that everything is the same, so that you will not have error. Look at the way you saved the names on your columns. Ensure that they are the same. Don't forget to move your start of month to Yes, rename it, remove the millions. Don't forget, the match code is case sensitive, yes. Target 2022. Let me look at my own before my own gonna have error. All right. Now we want to append. That's true. That's true. Oh. Austin just saw something on my own. You see why it's good to be vigilant, a bit to be careful. My data type. See my data type. I did not change it to whole number. So if I had done that thing, I would have had errors. All right, let's go and append. On the home tab. Sorry? On the left, is this left or right? On the right top part of your screen, you see append queries. Click on append queries. Hope you're on target or not target for 2022. On that tab there, click on the drop down button and click on target for 2022 because that's what we want to append it with. On your home tab, go to the right here, click on append queries, not append as new, append queries. Can we continue? If you've done that, click OK. Have we all appended? Mr. George, have you appended? Emmanuel, I'm sure we all know how to append now. All we want to do is to merge. We've appended, and like I said, appending, you have to ensure that the names of the headers or the columns, the headers, should be the same. It is case sensitive. So if you go and save your start of month with small letters on the other table, and then the other one you save it with capital letters, you would have error. So before you append, ensure you go through both tables. Even if it's more than one table you're trying to append, ensure that the headers are all spelled the same. The next thing we want to do now is to merge tables. Okay. We want to merge city and state, province. Yes, city. Merge, not append. We've appended. Now we want to merge. We want to merge city and state, province. On city, go to merge queries. Merge queries, or not merge as new. Merge queries. And what do we want to merge it with? Okay. Click on state, province. Now, I said when merging, they have to be a what? There has to be a primary key. Can somebody identify the primary key between these tables? Thank you. Click on state, province key on both of them, and then ensure that this your join kind should be left outer or from first, matching from second. You understand? Left out. See now, they are describing it. Describe it for her. We want to join from the left. Yes. If you are working on a data and you want to join from the right. Yes, there are options. Yes, we are trying to merge state, province, city to state, province. If you're here, click OK. Oh. Prosper, you click OK. Click OK, please. Is this what you have? If you've done the right thing, this is what you would have. Should we move forward? We can move forward, Abby. So, on your state province, click on this arrow here. See the arrow, that east and west arrow there. Click on it. Uncheck everything. Uncheck everything and bring in state, province, and sales territory. Because that's the only thing we need. Sales territory. So when you merge tables, right, you would likely have this thing, these tables that you are seeing on the column. So what you will do is to click on that east and west arrow, and then you will see expand, you will see aggregate. But what you want to do is to expand, because you want to bring in the data on the column. So now looking at the various columns on this data, if I needed more than 2, I will check all the ones I need. Now what we need is just state, province, and sales territory.
Why?
Because we are merging city and state province. Can I continue?
Go ahead.
We don't. If you remember when I came here and all of them were selected. Wait, let me cancel first. You see that it's showing table. You see that it's showing table. Yes. So you will be the one to check the one that you want. If it's only state province I wanted to show here, I will click on only state province and the data will come out. See, it cannot show now. It's showing you table. So yes, you cannot use all the columns in that table that you are bringing in. You just need specific columns. You will click and bring in.
So,
But we don't need all. Yes, we don't need all.
check what you need.
State, province, and sales territory.
What's so special about state province and sales territory that you're
Not really the region. Things we are looking for.
What is
No. What for this data?
Because the questions here, it needs to be asked. Now, we are checking for states and cities.
Yes.
You are just speaking only the state province and the sales. You want to just get
In the state province, which territory in that state has this sales been made?
what of region? Because
We don't need region.
is there a way?
So now this one now we are selecting is applying to this particular data.
But this thing
You might have,
based on what you want.
yes, you might have a data that you need to bring in more than 2-3 columns, because you are the one that know what you want to analyze. Are we following? People behind? George, Evans asked a question. What is so special about sales territory and state province that we are bringing in just these 2 columns? Now I said that this is applied to just this data because I want to analyze the state province and the sales territory inside this province. So you can have a data that you want to bring in more than one column to analyze, depending on what you want to analyze or the end result of what you want to get.
Content of city and state province like side by side. You can compare.
You would have done that before merging. Now when you look at it, you click on city, you see the columns. Click on but we don't need, that's what I'm saying, but we don't need all because of what we want to analyze. That's what I'm saying. We don't need all the columns. If you're analyzing a data and you need all the columns, Madam Mabel, click all the columns and bring it in. But for the sake of this practical, we don't need all the columns. Can we continue? I'm always calling you Mabel. Mr. Dennis and co behind. Did you people get us? George, Bethel and Emmanuel. Where are they? Emmanuel, did you get us? Deborah, did you get? Princess. Yes. It depends on the question. So now, for your exam, right? They might ask you, as an analyst, as a data analyst, you've been asked to bring in two tables that has a primary key. What is that called? Faith, you say append. You've been asked as a data analyst. You've been asked as an analyst, as an analyst, you've been asked to join tables that has primary key. What is that process called? What is the process called? You've been asked to join tables that the column headers are the same. What is the process called? And then if you are to append, what do you do? What are the steps you take to append? It's not to be doing hand like this. So there will be a virtual, I've said it before, there will be a virtual machine or computer there. You go and be selecting the process. Hope is not just you actually know it.
Sure.
All right. All right, let's take off state province key. We don't need it. We just need it. We needed it just as a primary key to merge both of the tables. So let's remove the column. State province key. We remove the state province key column.
Yes, we have removed it.
Okay, so remember that we appended targets and target for 2022. So what we are going to do now is to go and enable one of the tables so that when we close and load, the two of them will not come out because we don't need the two of them again. We've joined it together. On targets for 2022, right click. Watch better. On target for 2022, right click and uncheck enable load. Right click on target for 2022. Uncheck enable load.
Uncheck.
Comot am.
Now we tell that.
Comot am, we no need am. Your headers are not spelt the same way. It's case sensitive. Ensure that if it's small letters, small letters. If it's capital letters, capital letters. Please stop dragging us back. Better. What? I said that we have appended these two tables. So when we close and apply, we don't want the two of them to come out. We've already joined the two data together. So we are unchecking this one, unchecking enable load, so that when we close and apply to load, target for 2022 will not come out. It will be showing in italic. We know what italic means now. Then we are going to do the same for state province. Remember that we've merged it with city. Uncheck enable load. When you've done that, if you notice, they are both in italic. They are no longer spelled the same way. So if you've done that, please close and apply. Oh, we finally reach here. Close. I'm closing and apply, you know. Hey. A quiz before we close. We are going to close with a quiz. We are first of all going to do a classwork before the quiz. Close and apply. This thing is taking forever. Please close. Close. I'm coming. Let me share my screen again. Close. Then go to file and save as. Go to file and click on save as. Anywhere you want to put it. Me, I'm putting my own in document. Add your name behind this connect. Save, oh, save. Click on apply later. Okay. On your companion file, double click on it. On that Power BI files. Open errors. Yes. Close it, yes. Close the Power BI. Open errors. Open errors. This one now is classwork. Before the quiz. Go to your companion files. That's Power BI file. Open it. Click on errors. Yes, that one we downloaded that time. After a classwork. As we can see, we have okay. Kindly solve this error. That's your classwork. Because I taught you how to solve error. Mariam, please come and explain to us how you solved the error. Okay, no. This is what you will do. You first of all tell us what the error was. But you solved it, so you just did it. You don't know what you did. George, what was the error we were having? We cannot hear you. Please, let's listen to him. Oh, what was the error? Okay. So, Mr. Excel, have you solved yours? Tobin, have you solved yours? Madam Jami. So we've identified that the error is that Power BI cannot locate the source or identify the source. What is the step? What is the next thing to do to solve the error? You can just tell me one. You don't have to state it. So we've identified that Power BI could not locate the data source. So what is the step? I'm not asking you people. I'm asking Madam Jami. No, but it was when you got to transform data, you saw the error now. On the main thing, it was just apply changes or discard changes. There was no error. It was when you clicked on transform data that you are seeing this error. So from here now, what do we do?
From here.
Yes. That thing that you did, that step, those steps you did, that's what I'm asking.
So what I have here, go to transform data now.
Then after transform data, what did you do?
I click edit error.
Okay. Then
Edit error, you browse. From browsing, you click companion file.
Emmanuel, how did you solve your error? Do you know that this thing can be an exam question? That's why I want us to do it ourselves and say the steps. Because they might give you something like this. Faith, how did you solve your error? I will say it again. I'll do it myself. You go to errors, go to edit settings, and change the file path. Power Query could not identify the source. So what you are going to do is to change the file path to what Power Query can identify. What is this? All right. That's how you sort or you solve an error. Please, let's take out a sheet of paper for our quiz. We'll end with the quiz. So, what we've just done, this lesson 1 to 3. Lesson 1 to 3 that we've just concluded is module 1 out of 5 modules in Power BI. So one thing I would beg you people, for your sake and for my sake, on the Power BI desktop, I remember showing you where to go to self-learn Power BI. Watch the videos, read the modules to help yourself. Yes, it's that box. And in the exam, it's module by module. So now this is a case study, and mind you, this is how your question in your exam can come out. In this case study exercise, demonstrate your skills and knowledge of the topics covered in this lesson. You can find the answers, You are a data analyst you don't need to write the question. All I just need is the answer. You are a data analyst at Contoso, responsible for creating Power BI reports. Contoso is the name of a company. Responsible for creating Power BI reports. Contoso has a development and production environment, both of which use an Azure SQL database. The production environment contains all historical data since 1990 and synchronizes with the OLTP system every 5 minutes. The development environment is only refreshed on demand. Additionally, some data is provided in CSV and Excel files. Since Contoso is just starting with Power BI, they don't use Power BI Premium yet. So based on background information and business requirements, answer the following question. Question 1. To reduce the load on the production environment, you connect to the development database and develop your reports. Once you publish your reports, you need to use the production data instead. Please try to understand the question, not just to read and answer. As you are reading it, be remembering the desktop, the Power BI desktop, the processes you were taking. That's why I said you have to know. It's not just to go and cram. Because you are developing your model iteratively, you need to switch between the environments back and forth. How can you minimize the time spent on changing data sources? The solution must allow for switching the source in the Power BI service. Option A, create a parameter for database location and use it in queries. Option B, change the data source in the data source settings. Option C, change the data source in the source step in each query. Oh yeah, oh. Okay, next question, oh. Should we continue?
Yes, continue.
All right, the last question. See the options.
Is this the option?
Yes, the thing. Sorry, he moved it. Replace errors, remove rows, change type, add new step, or change type, replace current. Oh yeah, oh. Let's go to the answers. So, question 1. Number 2, the answer is B. It's a typo error. Keep it up rows is the answer. All right, to the next question. Sorry, oh. Option C can also be an answer. It's also an answer. There are actually 2 answers existing in this question. Option B and option C. All right, the answer is B and D. Column quality. Remember, you will see that values 100% error, and then column profiling based on the entire data set will also do the same thing. Remember, I told you that on Power BI, on Power Query, it will only load based on 1,000 rows, but the data you are given has 10,000 rows. So you are going to change this to column profiling based on the entire data set and then column quality. Remember, you just started on the case study question. They said you just started using Power BI service. Which one? Import mode will need Power BI Premium. And remember, the case study question says they just started using it. They don't even have it. All right, the last question. The error is due to a text value being converted to a number. So changing the data type to text instead of number would prevent the error from happening. Replacing an error will result in a number or null value, which would mean the original text value will be lost. Removing rows would also result in data loss. Changing type as a new step will not resolve the problem as it will apply to the error value. Change type by replace current